So today I'm gonna play Astro Colony and start a new game because it's fun. I'm just turning off the tutorial bot. That's it. Everything else is default because I already know what to do. So here I am at the space station, and first thing is I didn't pick a particular seed, so let me just look around. One, two, oh, there's like four up there, maybe a couple. Those are important to get because there's another one down there. And oh, there's some gold right away. I'm gonna go grab that. I know I need ice right away, but gold is really valuable and rare, so it's good for the solar panels, and I'll show you guys that later. That's actually one of the best tricks that I know. um those solar panels don't require any sun. You don't need to actually show them in the you don't need to put them in shining toward the sun. So you can put them under everything, and you'll still get power. Plus, you don't have to worry about power plants throughout the game, which is really annoying. And the first time I did it, I had like 20 power plants, and I still never had enough power. So I will fast forward it and just grab a bunch of stuff that I need. The first thing I need to do is grab a bunch of ice so I don't die, and make oxygen with the oxygen generator. And for a while, I will just put the oxygen generator down and make oxygen from ice manually. And it'll keep me alive long enough to basically plan out my base. Oh, this one's good. Ice and gold, like right away. That's exactly what I need. I do need a lot of steel though, and that's where the islands come in. I'll grab those as soon as I can. The um the first things I'm gonna do though is this base. Um I am going to first get oxygen. That's all I need right now. Um and my devices, that's the only thing I need. It looks like I need some copper. I don't even have copper yet to make it. This is pretty embarrassing. I look like a beginner, but I swear I'm not. This base, the first platform that I start at, this is going to be where the people live. It's going to be planned out. Excuse me. It's going to be planned out. Don't forget that in your hand, you can make these ingots, and that's actually the only one that you leave on all the time because there's no point in turning it off. Later on, you want to turn off like wires and plates and things because you need ingots and you don't want it to use all of them. Okay, so let's build our first thing, and it is oxygen generator. Now, don't worry about where you put stuff on this first platform because basically in the next stage of the game, you'll demolish it all. And it doesn't matter where it is because you're going to expand outward and put everything out there. So this is free for the people. So initially, it doesn't really matter where this stuff is. Looks like I'm gonna need to power it as well. Handcraft some wire, Astro, all this stuff I need right away. So the trick in the beginning is only unlock the things that you're gonna use right away. You can tell that my oxygen is like only down to like 20%, and I'm not worried yet. Um, I need some wire. So I will go into my inventory and I will make some wire. Maybe like I don't know, maybe like 10 of these. I can specify how much and then turn it on. Specify how much and turn it on. So then, as I get steel and copper, it will only make that much, and the rest it will just turn off and store the ingots. Um, I'm not worried about getting basic science because that will just come as I go. See, it just came asteroid catching, so it will just happen as I play the game. There's more gold. I want that. I keep pushing my booster, but I don't have it yet because I'm used to having it going fast. You can't even go fast at the beginning. It only lets you go slow. So the first things I'm gonna do is get the oxygen and for the ice, and I'm going to power it with the power plant. So put coal in there manually. I'll show how to do that. So right now, these little icons over the devices tell me everything I need to know. This one is not generating oxygen tanks because it doesn't have water, hence it needs water, that little icon. And then the other one says it needs power. And so this is the power input right here, and that's the water input. So it says I still need 3 steel ingots. Oh, I haven't gotten any steel. Steel is this gray stuff right here. Iron, I'm sorry. I say steel, but it's iron ore. I guess when you process it, it becomes steel. I also need some carbon, and you use that for the power plant. So I need some of that too, I guess. I'm still just trying to save my life because right now I'm just in space at this platform. So if I don't get oxygen, I will die. It's pretty simple. And keep in mind when you die in this game, um, you're done. Like you really only have one life. And so it's important. The first thing you get is oxygen because you can't do anything else. It's like it's like the only thing that you need to do at the beginning. Um, Keep in mind later on in the game when you go to different dimensions and everything, it's exactly like this. It's like starting a new game all over again. That is late game stuff, but still it's important. Every time I see gold when I'm starting out, doesn't matter if I need oxygen right away or not. I always get all the gold I see because it's important later on to have a lot of gold for making the like I said, making the solar panels. It's probably pretty cool because maybe in real life you also need gold to make solar panels. So it's like the mirrors life. Um, at the beginning, I just put the power as close as possible to the devices that need it. There. Then I will put a little bit of carbon. Keep in mind, I have 19 carbon, but right now I just need to get some oxygen from this ice. So maybe I'll put in like 3 carbons. That's it. That's all I need. And then I'll fill up my gas tanks. And see, then I still have a bunch of carbon that I can use elsewhere, and I have oxygen. I don't need to waste it. Otherwise, it will just sit in there and generate electricity for the oxygen machine, and it won't go anywhere. It'll just waste it. It's like wasting resources. I didn't learn that for a long time. I would put everything everywhere it would go. Like this ice, I would just dump it all in the oxygen generator, and it would make oxygen, and it would go out into space. So now that I have oxygen, and I can work. So the first things I want to do is gather up tons of resources so I can just basically play the game. And when you're starting out, you have to grab all the resources by hand. It's super annoying, but that's just the way the beginning of the game is. You need a lot of copper and a lot of iron, and it helps to get those little islands. Those have tons of resources on them, and I don't want to fly out to them every time I need more resources. So I will grab them with the catcher. There's a little machine that makes them come closer to me. So then I can grab all the resources off them. Basically, I call it eating them because I just take everything I need. So now I will fast forward it. I know I said that earlier, but I would actually do it now. And I'll probably use a couple of oxygen tanks just to grab a whole bunch of iron and copper that I need to build the catcher. That's pretty much my next stage, I think. I will need to trap the oxygen in the middle, and I will show you that next. Okay, so I've gathered a bunch of resources. It looks like about 30, 20, 10. You can see in the upper right hand corner what I have. Um, I'll fill this back up just so I have a full tank. And I'm pushing F to make it. Um, the next step is excuse me, I haven't played this game in a long time. I'm going to gather up the islands. That's my first order of business. So what I would do is try to build the catcher. Where is it? This thing, harpoon connector. Yeah, I think that's the one I want. And the sciences I need is Astro catching cosmic harpoon. So I'm gonna build the smelter and the booster, and then I build that. So I'll build the smelter anyway. The smelter is good because it's gonna make all the ingots for us. Um, Especially the gold. Like we cannot process anything. Um, we cannot process anything the gold by hand, anything gold. So I need gold ingots to capture the oxygen eventually, and I will put that in here and just have the gold smelt for us as we need it. We'll need it later. um so let me build the harpoon catcher now. See, that's like the only things I have is smelter, electricity, harpoon. I'm not wasting any resources. I'm just making what I need. So this helps me accelerate. Um I have 23 wires still. That's pretty okay. So keep in mind all these wires and everything that we're doing right now, where it's like temporary. Um Everything that we are doing is I still need some wire, so maybe I'll make 10 more. I'll finish these out too, those. Um, Everything that we're making right now is just temporary. Like I said, everything on this starting platform will eventually get rid of it. So I'm gonna bring these islands closer so I can harvest them. That's pretty much my next step. So I don't have to go around to all the different uh, asteroids in space and see I ran out of power right there. So I will just go back in here and put in like I don't know 3 or 4 more carbon, so it keeps working. Get that one too, but I can't get that one. That one's already closer. Can I get that one? Can't even get that one. They're too far. Too far away. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. I can get that one. I think there's usually it helps a lot if you get like copper and iron. If you can get those things off the islands, let's see what this one does. Oh, it's copper. I like copper. So when you get an island, you can harvest these things. You can see it in the these things have way more resources. So I'll just gather all this, all the copper. And I will basically eat this island. Let's see what this other one is. Oh, that's steel. That's exactly what I said. Some iron and copper. So let me get all these, and I will basically eat them, and then we can move on. Whenever I see these golds, I go and grab them. They float by, and because sometimes I look around for them, other times they just come into view. When you see them, get them. Okay, so I'm done with the first one, and what I did was just basically eat the whole thing up, like all of the whole island. I do this because later on in the game, you do need dirt to make certain sciences, and you need a lot of it. So what I do early on when I'm grinding and mining, when I have to mine, I just grab all the dirt I will need, as well as for the late game. So I don't even have to worry about, oh, there's more gold. So every gold you see, try to just rush over there and grab it, because you would need gold. Later on, probably the first planet I go to and dock with, planetoid, whatever they're called. Probably the first one that I go to. Oh, there's more gold. It's gonna be have gold deposits on it. So I'll actually choose that, because building the solar panels as soon as you can alleviates having to ever build a power station. And that helps a lot, especially late in the game, because you're going to need all the carbon you can for the carbon fiber. So as I go and as a mine, I'm just going to put in a couple carbon and then fill up my oxygen. Just use it basically with a. I think the button is F. Um, gather this. I know that moving it over is kind of slow, but I forget exactly what the button is. I think it's control. So now I have basically that one little island that I got. It had 300 iron on it, so that's a pretty good start. You can see in the upper left corner, I have 300 now. That's gonna help me build a floor out, because you need iron for the plates, and the plates are down here, and I can actually make them in my hand. But it looks like they're locked and they need some science. So First things, I'm going to try to get handcrafted plates. See, as I go, I just gather what I need. Um, and that helps me a lot. So I'll go back to my inventory. And since I have 300 iron, I'm probably going to make like 200 plate. And it'll take a while because this process is kind of slow. You can see it go across 6 seconds for each one. So as I mine the copper, it's gonna take a while to make all the plates I need. I put in here like 200 of them, so I don't have to. Hopefully, that's enough to get me started and build the oxygen barrier and make everything basically self-sustaining. Because right now everything is very delicate. I have to charge, put power in here. I have to there it is. I push control and hit it, and it moves everything. I don't even have to drag it or click individually. So right now, it's just gonna take time to make those plates, and during that time, guess what? I will eat another island and talk to you guys after I'm done. Okay, so I have eaten up 2 islands, and I have got tons of resources now. I have 200 plate, 300 copper. Maybe I'll make some more wire just for good measure. I'll make like 30 of them. Uh, the this is what iron wire. I think 26 is enough to start. As I go, I'm just filling up my oxygen with ice, and I'm also grabbing every gold I see. Every time I see gold, I just like beeline for it. It doesn't matter what else I'm doing. Gold is pretty much like one of the most important things I can get right now. So, I'm gonna start building now. I have gathered all the resources I need, and hopefully that's enough to start. The first thing I'm going to do is try to build the floor. I will need water, water transportation, and construction is here. This is where the floors are. And to get to it, I need to get this one, and this one, and this one. Seems I need some science. The cost of it is 4 science and 5 of these engineering science. The only way I can get engineering science is by building an engineering lab or a science lab. And so I'm gonna build the laboratory. This is where the game really centers on. Uh, Everything kind of starts and ends with this laboratory. I don't want to rebuild it. I guess I will rebuild it, but I'm gonna put it like since the people use it, since it's a laboratory for people, I'm going to put it where I can put stuff into it, but also power it for right now. Um, I think I think like on maybe on one of these squares right here, because this is going to be basically where the people live on this platform right here. I use the hotkeys for as much as I can. Um, I don't need to put it there. I need to put it here. Um, Everything. So now it's powered. I can put power into it. I'll put in like what? I'll put in 10, and you use shift to specify like how much you want in 2 piles, and then you can just put in 10. Um, to make the science points, I need to put in ingots, 2 of each to get 1 point. and my science requires 6 of them. So what is that? Like 12 of each to get the construction, to get the floor. So that's what I'll do. I'll go to my inventory and I will put in like 12, or maybe I'll do 24, because I know that I will use this again. I will keep doing this almost the whole time. Um, there's 24, 25. So now it's going to make engineering points, and it does this 6 times, and then I'll get floors. It's pretty simple. So let me see what else I'm gonna have to build. I'm gonna have to do recycling because I'm going to demolish the things I've already built. I want logistics probably, because this gives me the conveyor belts and the storage container that I'll probably use to store things I get. Notice I have not even used the asteroid catcher. I'm going straight for the automated catching because I think this is just a waste of time. It looks like I can get the floor. I just have it pre-selected. I'm also want to get the oxygen barrier, but I still want to work on the floor, so I'll just keep it there to make it go through. Um, I can't work on my floor yet, can I? 2, 7. It won't let me until that's done. Um, so I can basically plan out. Keep getting oxygen. The first thing I want to automate are air, because as a work I always have to get more oxygen. I also want to automate the power. So electricity and water are the two most important things you need early on in the game, and you don't want to mess with it because you're going to be messing with other stuff the whole time. So I just got construction. It's done, and I can build a floor. So I am going to build out from this point. This is going to be like the basis of everything. This ramp, I'm just gonna go on and on as a build. What I'm gonna use this for is for catchers. Um, and you will see. I will do that right now. Let's see if I can. I can't do the automated catchers yet, but I can work on making the oxygen barrier. It looks like I already have the gold to build it because I grabbed the gold. Look at that. And I also need a little bit of iron wire. So I guess I will use that too. And the oxygen barrier can go right in the middle. And I don't even have to wire it up or anything because it's already done. So notice I have 2 wire. So I'm gonna get like another maybe 20 of those. And I'm already running out of iron because look how much stuff I used. So it was good that I gathered all those resources right away because it takes so many resources to build stuff. My gold should be done. So I got 16 gold. Look at this. 28 total gold to start with. Um, what do I need on my science tree to get automated catching? So I have construction and I need to do mining to get to it. So I would do that one and that one. So I already got automatic catching. I also will need logistics blocks. And these are to move stuff around on the conveyor belt. You probably already know. What else do I need? I really don't need anything else, I think, to get started. So I will start doing my automation. The catchers, I skip this one. I will just go straight to this one. The little mine, the little drill, I don't even use. I go straight to the giant drill as well. Or this one, the robotic mine, is actually the first one I go to. Okay, so I have enough room to start building my catchers. I might as well put the electricity on this side. And this one, I'll put the electricity right next. So these two devices, I think, are going to be initially my water and power. Simple. I will just put one of these right here. Also, my hotkey is blank. So because my hotkeys, F3 is blank. It's the first blank one, and I don't really use all of them, but I do use this one. So I just use this for stuff that I commonly build, and the conveyor belts are obviously one of the most used ones I use. I think I'm gonna bring it right here for now. So the first things first, I'm gonna need water and power. So I will build a power station. Notice I've left everything else over there to destruct and recycle. I'll do that when I have recycling later. So the first thing I will build to automate is power. Power is good. I like power. And the second thing is icebreaker, and this makes water from the ice. And that's the number 2 thing I built. This is gonna need power on this side. Make sure you leave enough room for the things it needs. Okay, can I destruct stuff yet? Yes, I can. So what I do is I put a little hole. I delete the floors where the power is. And that makes things cleaner and easier. Then I will use a simple wire right on top of it. Maybe I should have done it first. I guess this is easy. These are sometimes harder. Right there. Do another one right here. So I have 2 catchers, power plant, and the ice crusher. That's what I'm gonna start with. And I'll wire these up. So because I don't want all the wire going all over and messing stuff up, it's kind of messy. I will simply, just like a circuit board, I will wire everything on the bottom. So then you never see wires on the top. You will only see wires all over the bottom. And the bottom I simply reserve for wires and also for water when I need to pipe it around. So you can see now the power station is connected to these devices, and it makes it pretty cool actually. Now the water, can I build water pipes? Yeah, I can make pipes. So the same thing I do with the electricity, I also do with the water. But instead of going down just one, I go down 2. That's because when you route the water around, you don't want to get in the way of the electricity. They don't mix. So I'm just gonna do that. Now immediately I know that the water needs a reservoir. So I'm just gonna put one in, and I'm gonna put it on the bottom because I don't want to waste space all over the top. Also, this can grow as my game grows. I can build a big, huge reservoir. Okay, so now I have water and power, and I need to connect them. I already hotkeyed this. So I will just simply also, I do the logic blocks on my hotkey. So logic blocks, they're very handy for just about everything. I will put I don't do the red one, but the pusher and the filter I use, also the splitter. So right now I will do a pusher and I will filter it. I will say coal goes in here. And then I will do a pusher here as well. And I will simply say ice and coal both go down here. So ice and coal are going to split off this and go coal here. And then this is just default. Everything else will go into the water. And then I have water coming out and I have water right there. So the next thing I want to do is the oxygen. And I have to figure out a better place for that than where it is. Because I kind of want it over here. Um, I want to automate everything. So I will simply make more floor. Make room for it. I'll just keep expanding my floor as I need to build things. Oxygen generator. Now I don't need this one to have an input. It has an arrow over here, and I mostly just make it go out if I need to. That produces oxygen, and you will need that later on in the game, but not right now. I know that I will expand the floor to go beyond this, but right now I'm just gonna put these things on the edge, in order to facilitate connecting them very easily and quickly. I know this is going to need water. I will do, then we'll connect water, easy. And I know this needs power, obviously. And power. So hopefully now I have automated electricity and water. Hopefully. We'll see. I haven't played this in a while. And you can go into these catchers. These are like this catcher. I can select it and go into it. And I can filter what this primary directive of this thing is. And I want it to grab ice. And this one, I want to grab coal. Now, it's not going to always grab coal and ice, but it will grab coal and ice first when it can. The other things that it grabs when it when it when it goes through there, I can just it will pass into here, right? It'll go through this block, and what will it be? It will be iron, copper, and gold. Those are the only three things other than these two that ever will come out of here. Everything else you have to mine on the planetoid. So the the raw stuff that comes off of here, I will want it to go into a smelter. That's pretty easy. Um, I will start to go off the map because I don't really want to keep doing stuff on here. Um, I know that I will have to use like part of it, but I don't have to. What should I do? What do you think? I will probably do. Where do I want to put this smelter? On new floor or old floor? First of all, let's fire up this machine and see if we can work while getting free oxygen. So I powered it. And now that it's powered, it's going to gather resources right out of thin air. And it's going to spit them out. Now, those things are going to get stuck. I didn't think of that. That's what I was doing. I did think of it, whatever. I want to put, for now, I'm just these little boxes. They simply gather stuff. So everything that is not coal or ice is going to go into this box. Simple. So it'll just gather it up for me. The ice crusher is going to crush the ice. Make water. And then this thing is going to take the water and make oxygen. Simple. So now that that's happening, this barrier, this thing right here, I want to connect it to that power. I don't think I can delete this ground yet. Doctor. Can. So what? Oh, I can't delete the blocks you don't have. Um, what I've done is I'm making a hole through here so I can power that. For right now, I would just put in some coal in here, power it. So now it's on, and it made a noise. And as I'm inside this dome working, I get oxygen. When I'm outside of it, my oxygen goes down. And when I'm inside of it, my oxygen goes up. So I can stay in here. And this, since this is always making oxygen, it will just forever. It'll go forever automated. This is my basic life support machine. Electricity, and see it turned off because electricity in there. Um, very basic. Everything I've done till now is simply to get this going. Um, Next thing I'm gonna do is just keep expanding it. It needs a little jump start, so I'll put in a bunch of coal to get it self-sustaining. Really, you need like 4 catchers to get it going self-sustaining. So I will just simply keep adding to it. Oh, I'm already running out of plates. See what happens? This is where the game gets to actually be played. So now that I have everything automated, I'll start playing the game. So now that I can start playing the game, I'm going to completely automate this so I really don't have to worry about it again. Especially the oxygen, because I don't want to. So I will build everything I built over there, except the laboratory, of course. I'll probably leave that there. Everything else, I'm not going to use anymore, including the this thing, the oxygen barrier. So I will simply put an oxygen barrier in here, and hopefully it will cover my whole base. So I'm going to put it right here. It's powered now by the edge of it goes to right here, I guess. I'll build another one later for over there. But this is it's gonna be powered perpetually by the coal that's caught with this one. And my oxygen, it's gonna be refilled by the dome by this one that's gonna catch ice and crush it perpetually. So these two things, everything else is extra right now. And this box right here is gathering up the ore from the copper and the iron, the extra that these things catch by accident. Um, Next, I want to build infrastructure for storing and smelting everything in my factory. I do have access, I don't, to the base warehouse, and that requires bars and copper plates. Um, Bars and copper plates can be made in the constructor. So that's probably one of the last things I will have to build and then demolish later. It requires power over here, and it requires what over there. So this is an element of factory that later, but right now I will use it just to make copper plates that I will need, and the bars can be made in the smelter. Let me see if I have that recipe already. No, it's locked still. So let's see in the sciences. It's right here on automation, the bar. I will need that one. And it requires 8 science, and I have 0. So that's like 16. Starting to quickly run out of resource. I only have about 60 of these left. I will have to probably get. I was hoping to get a jump start and then get everything automated, so I don't even have to mine it. But I will have to. Especially because the iron gets used in the floors. So because of that, because I wanna expand and build out and around this, this is kind of extra. You can do everything on this initial base, but I don't want to, so I have to build everything twice. Because I'm just making room for the so my science, I'm building the bars right now. Trying to. The laboratory needs power to build everything. So I can either wire it up to my existing power or I can just keep it powered. I would probably put like 20 of them in here just to I have 30 left. Um the factory as well. This requires iron bars to make plates. So I will put like a lot of them in here because the copper bars, the copper plates, you need them for walls later, but I have little need for walls. Um, so I will make those. Oh, I have 9 gold ore. I can put that in the smelter. Keep the gold smelting. That's cool. The quartz is good for the water for the people later, and the stone is also handy late in game. So these three things, I just hold on to them. Like there's no need to keep stuff out of your inventory because your inventory is so big. You can carry so much stuff that there's no point in not carrying. You can just keep it going forever. I've already got a bunch of plates. I need to make bars still, but I don't have the recipe. Is my laboratory working? Yep, slowly. So it's slowly making engineering science. So I can check my science, and I have 4 of them already, and I need 8. Come on. This game is a lot of waiting, actually. That's why it's important to automate everything so you don't have to wait. Also, you can once you get it going and self-sustaining and your guy won't die, you can actually stay in the dome and like go to bed and wake up and there'll be like 1,000 resources in the morning. It's really fun if you do it right. One time, make sure you save it before you do that because sometimes, very rarely, you miscalculated and you will die. Like I said before, when you die, you die. Your game is so at least you can recover the save from where you were before. I discovered that the hard way because I went to go eat, make dinner, and I came back and I was. So what am I waiting for? I'm still waiting for the bars. There's only one more point to go through. When you highlight it, there it is. When you highlight it and it's waiting, it's simply waiting. So I need to make bars, and the recipe by default is off to make bars. And I'll turn it on. And what is it required? It requires carbon and place. So I don't need that much. So I will put all 3 of these in there and these. It only needs 1 of each to make it. I need 6 to build the warehouse. So that means I will have to make some plates. And I will make 15 more plates. Because I know I wouldn't. I only have 44 iron left. You can see how quickly all that stuff goes. I started when I ate that first island. I had 300 iron. Just building this took all the way down to 40 already. And I think I've been doing it pretty well. I've been doing it as efficiently as I can. Maybe I'll get iron while I wait. Plus, it gives me basic science. When I eat the islands at the beginning, it does not give you basic science. It only gives you basic science points when you actually harvest these Astro. I said, every time you see gold, it doesn't matter what you're doing, grab it. And I'll show you why pretty soon. That's my next step. Once I have um, my working area and my initial colony self-sustaining with electricity and water, these power plants you will see under this. My network is needs 15, and I am producing 10. So the power constantly, you need more power. The more devices you have, the more your network needs, the more of the network load. So then you need to produce more. So that means you have to just keep building power plants if you want the devices to keep running at their highest speed. And you will see objects, they will reduce their speed and not run as well when you don't have enough power. So I'm going to try this with only one power plant. Instead of like 12 or 15. And when you get late in the game, you need so many power plants to keep your whole factory running. So I'm not even going to try that. I'm going to build solar panels. Um, I'll need like one or two walls to get down there. But basically, I'm going to build, I'll show you. Probably one of the neatest tricks that I've I'll get the raw ore and I will put it in the smelter. What is this? Might as well put all my plates in there and make more iron bars. You know. So now I'm getting a bunch of bars. I think if I get two more, I can build the warehouse. Now, initially, I would just bounce around and get what I need. Instead of automating or making any factory. Because I want my factory to work right out of the gates. Now, the warehouse is really cool because this box only stores stuff, storage. You can't use it. The base warehouse is like an extension of your inventory. So if you need plates to build stuff, you don't need to put them in your inventory. They just need to be into the base warehouse. So when you make a factory, and everything goes into the space warehouse right here, you can use it right away. It's pretty cool. The base warehouse I will put close to or behind the laboratory because items that you produce, the most important ones, will have to be used by the laboratory, and you can simply make a little conveyor belt into there when you need them. And late in the game, you need hundreds of pretty important stuff. I need plates to build more floor, but I only have 40 steel. So this is what I feared. I will have to go get more steel, more iron to make steel plates because I don't think I have enough at all. Remember this floor that I made, that I'm using took 200. So I only have 40. So that's pretty small. Like I can do like a row, maybe very small portion. So I'm gonna fast forward it and get a bunch of iron, and then I will come back to you guys. Okay, so hopefully I am working on plates. I already have 40 plates, more. That means I can start working on the floor, um, to put stuff into the factory. Um, Now I forget which button brings up my, um, which button brings up my, C brings up, that's my scanner, V thing. There it is, camera. What I want to do is simply get rid of these. And I can't do it right now. Can't pick wall, missing wall technology. So I need to get the wall technology just simply to delete walls, and that's no big deal. I also need to make them. So this one creates 8 science. This one doesn't require any science, nor do the engines or docking. I will do that next because I'm going to need a lot of gold to get there. I'm also going to need solar panels, vertical construction, the where are they? Solar energy and the gold wire. These two things I'm going to need as well. And the only way to get there is through the parts. So I will have to get the science for all of these. That means I'm gonna need a lot of ingots, a lot of iron. Plus, I want to build my floor as well right now. Um, I have 0 science points. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna work on flying to my first planetoid, and I'm going to pick one that has iron and gold, so that I can keep going on my floor and also work toward my solar. So to make hydrogen, that's what I'm gonna do first. That's scary. Uh, Gold makes sense. Oh, I have gold. See, these things are already picking up gold. That's the second time I found gold in there. Gold ore in there. That's pretty cool. I have enough wire. I have 60 plates. I have enough everything to be self-sustaining for. So, as long as I stay in the stone, excuse me, I will be fine. To make engines and to fly around, the first thing I need to make hydrogen. So this thing, the hydrogen generator, um, I only need it sparingly to make hydrogen. I don't need it like in my factory permanent. Um, so I will just simply put it over here to use it briefly or temporarily at the beginning of, and I'll just connect it right there, put some coal in to power it and go into it. And the recipe for making hydrogen is simply, it also makes water bottles out of the quartz. And I will do that right now anyway as well. So what does it need? Oh, it needs water. I need to put water in it too. I forgot. And I closed off the water. It's right there. So I will have to delete it because I need to move it just a little bit away and give it. I forgot that hydrogen takes water. I forgot all about that. Oh, this shouldn't be. I'll just do it temporarily. I should have done it over by instead of running along water pipes, but whatever. Stuff I have to right here. Here. So now hopefully it'll work. Now. Yep, it's working. So I'm gonna make like 10 hydrogen, I think. And I'll make all my quartz into water bottle. right now. I won't need quartz until farming later on, late in the game. So early on in the game, the people are gonna need water, right? When they're here. So I will just make water in anticipation of the. Of course, I will need the people. Can I make some science points? I guess I can just put all this. No, not all. Put in 9. Just to keep that going, so I keep my science points going. Extra ore. Keep that smelting. You can see what I'm doing. I'm basically just like keeping everything barely going. Like very efficiently. Just what I need, I will make. Now that I'm making hydrogen. Now that I have 5 hydrogen, I'm gonna take it. Water too. I'm gonna try to build engines. And the engines, the electric thrusters, they only require hydrogen. So that works really good. For now, I'm going to probably just hook them up like right here. Um, what I do is, oh, I need more. What I do is I put I put like 3 one way and 3 the other way, so I can push myself either direction. Um, because they're kind of limited in the directions they can go. They can go in every direction but one. So as long as I have them facing each way like this, then I can get where I want to. Like they're opposing themselves right now, so I'm just stationary. But if I turn them on or off or move them around, they're gonna go different. M is the map, of course, and I can see what's on these islands, what's on these planetoids before I ever go there. Um, so I'm going to zoom out and just see what's around me. This one has aluminum, and this would be handy later. I was like 5,000. There it is. There's one with gold. There's one with iron. What I want to find right now is one that has gold and iron. That would be really one has that one has iron and gold. Oh, it doesn't have a lot of iron, but it has a little bit, whatever. I will click this and that makes it designated or highlighted. And then when I'm down in this view, I can see it. It's highlighted right there. It's called Colon 4. P86. So that is my goal. That's where I'm gonna fly to. To get there, um, I need this one to go right. Out the way. Yeah. So I have one pushing this way and one pushing that way. Pretty cool. It's pretty slow going at the beginning. That's why I like to have 3 of these because they go a little bit faster. It's okay though. It's early. You get better at thrusters later on in the game, and then you can go super. I'm gonna make another one just because I want to go up a little bit too. This one I will pull up. So now I'm going up and diagonal. So that planetoid over there, it will get closer and closer. And I know already that it has what I need. So that'll take some time. What do I have here? I have nothing here. Science. I have 5 science points. I'm still trying to get to that solar energy. So need a wall too, but okay. This one I can get right now. I would need the wall just to go down there, but I guess I can. I'm gonna put all my ingots in there because I'm gonna probably need a lot of points. Put 10 more of each just to get the next one, and then this one I need 8. How's it going over here? Am I 11 ice? That's good. So my ass is still working. Oh my god, 112. That's pretty cool. So my catchers are working good. I can build this there. And let's see if I can build another catcher. Mining. Yep, I can. Then I will wire this up. So what I'm gonna do is simply, as I get resources, I'm just gonna keep building catchers all along this long this is basically my ship. As I build this straight out, I would use it to build mines and docks to the different planetoids that I come to. Now this one I'm going to just leave so it gets everything. I have 2 that are getting water power already, and I have enough of each basically to be self-sustaining. It's still kind of far away. Going up toward it. Okay. Um, as I get resources, I can just keep making this longer and get more and more resources. And I don't have to mine anymore. At least not mine any asteroids because this will. Um, it's going to be gathering ore, and I will what I would do is I will make a conveyor belt that comes across and it may make a new factory area over here on this side of the catcher in the warehouse, and I will start smelting and making. So I will eventually just have everything automated. The hydrogen generator has built everything it needs to. The smelter doesn't need to really make anything else. This is a duplicate. I don't need this anymore. I can actually delete this. The smelter, I'm still using the power generator. This thing has all the copper plates I need. I'll just take those. Now, I have not deleted anything yet because I want to build a recycler first. The recycler will just make it go back into oh, those need power to that. I'm gonna need to get coal. I have like way too much coal. I have so much coal, it's amazing. Um, I can take 60 coal and still have that's only half. So I can keep the engine running. Um, what was it? Getting closer to. I won't have to mine the asteroids at all anymore. And I can just keep everything in this space warehouse and it will produce floors and plates and wires and basically everything I need. I can just keep making a factory and this thing will keep grabbing it. So then I just have to actively worry about planetoids. I think I will speed this part up because I just want to get over there and then I'll show you. Okay, so I'm coming up on this planetoid now. This is my first planetoid. And I don't even know if I'm gonna dock. Probably not. I'm just going to. Maybe I will later. I'm just gonna grab all the resources I can. Because obviously that's good. There's gold on it and stuff like that. I need to turn off all these engines as quick as I can. And then I will fine tune. I guess I will fly a little bit forward. Straight ahead, this one. And then get closer. And then I will probably have to use the scanner and find the iron first. Because I want to be able to unlock the solar panels. That's pretty important to me, is unlocking those solar panels is my goal right now. Come down a little bit and forward a little bit. Oh, I think I'm close enough. So all I'm doing is, oops. All I'm doing is just simply getting close enough to not have to fly to it. So I don't have to waste oxygen. But whatever. There's gold right on the surface. So now I can get as much gold as I want. I don't have to search around for all those asteroids anymore. I can just fill up on gold and build as many solar panels as I like. That's the whole point. So where's my iron? Have a scanner yet? I don't. Scanning takes 4 science. Can do a scanner right now. I can do that. And the solar, I need the gold twine. So I will show you how to get that next. I'm gonna need, I think, a constructor and a fabrication to do that. Now I just scanned so I can find the iron quickly. Where's the iron? Gold ore, copper ore, carbon ore. There isn't a lot of it on this. There's iron. There isn't a lot of it on this planetoid, but I'm gonna grab everything I can of this first, so I can make floors for the solar panel. Okay, let's see if I have enough signs points now. We're still trying to get to the solar. We have 17 of them, and the solar energy takes 20. So we're almost there. In the meantime, we're gonna need the wire, gold wire, to make what we need to. So we're probably gonna have to make a constructor just to make what we need out here. This only requires plates to build. Of course, it needs power. So we'll just put one right here just to get this done. The recipes are gold wires locked, so we can't even make it yet. But we will. Let's unlock it first. So that's chemistry. No. It's going to be unlocked with solar power. So that's good news, actually. We don't have to do anything else. It's about to be unlocked. Let's see. One more. Come on. See, when you do things efficiently, you only need what you need when you need it. Um, right now, unlocked wire. We'll put in all of our gold ingots. And, oh, we need plates still. It only is going to make it from gold plates. So we need to make gold plates. So we'll process our gold through here. And then we'll simply put it all in here. And that'll take some time. So in the meantime, though, we will prepare. Where are we going to put the solar panels? And what I say is underneath everything. To get down here, where we want to go, we're going to use walls. I think I will build it like, here's the edge. This is the edge of that. This is that. So we will probably do it like right here. And we're only using walls so we can build floors. Once we get down here, then we can build floors off. This first branch I will do wires. And this second branch I will do solar panel. So this is where I'm gonna wire up to my major circuit. So this will connect to everything. And my first line is going to be right here. And right here. And I will talk about why I do it this way. So the reason I do it this way is for expansion, because I can put all those solar panels on this and I can just keep going. I would probably do like 2 other rows and just keep going. As my power needs increase, I can just keep adding more solar panels. Now, um, I know it doesn't look good, but what you can do later is when you have like 2-inch copper plates, you can put walls on both sides and make this whole thing like part of your ship, like one big cube, because solar panels work even when they're inside without sun or nothing. They just keep producing power, and that's actually pretty cool. So I already made 7 plates. And I will just process them through this thing. And then I can make solar panels. It'll simply take some. I will want to work on the factory and also getting rid of all this stuff and cleaning it up in preparation for people. because I'm gonna have people. After I build solar panels and I get the whole thing self-sustaining without power plants, then I can bring people on and I can go further up the scientific. Takes a while to make plates though. You know, when I build the factory, this is one of the first things I will automate because it takes so long to make solar panels, but I will also continually make solar panels. So there's some things that you want to automate first that you're always going to use, and those are like the floor and the solar panel. Now that I have solar panels unlocked, I will want to hotkey it because I use them so much. I want to hotkey it down below. They're in the utilities. They're right here. I will make them number 5, F3, and number 5. 3, number 5. So now then I have solar panels. My first row is gonna be like this, and I can just continually go on and on. The other row, I'm gonna put on the other side. So all my platforms are too wide, and I can do 2 solar panels. They produce 1 production. My network right now needs 19, and I'm only producing 12. That's all of this I've done with 1 power plant. I have 2 circuits though. I know that I have 2 power plants, but they're not connected together. Um, Need to keep making this wire. You can see how gold is so valuable now because it's kind of the cornerstone of this start. By starting this way, though, you can gather so much carbon uh, since it's used in construction elsewhere. You don't have to use it for power. You can just continually use it for carbon fiber or for pipes, for other stuff. So now I'm continuing the solar panels like that. And then I can also continue the floor. This will be another row. And this row will simply use those wires on that I already put out. So yeah, like this though, you can just hold your button down and keep going back when you later on when you have endless resources. That's what it feels like anyway. Feels like you have so many resources that you can't use them all, and your base will require so much power at that point in time that it really helps to have endless amounts of this gold. I will do it over here just so you see how it's gonna work. So that's how it's gonna work. And then I can do another row over here and just connect it. There's no need to actually have a floor underneath the wires because they can just float in the air right now. I know it looks weird, but in this way, you can just efficiently get all the power you need without building. Um, I only have a couple right now. I leave my power plant, at least one, up here, simply because I like to check and see where my production and network status. That's all. Just so you have something to click on that's up here to see where you're at. Oh my water is already full. Look at that. I'm making so much water. 6. I can make more water things already. It's, that's crazy. You will run out of water later on when you need water to produce things. You can see it now. It's minimal because the reservoir is going to fill back up with more ice. I can easily keep this going. 50 ice in here. I can easily keep this going because I can stay in here now and go to bed because my guy is never gonna die. It's always gonna have oxygen. It's always gonna have power to power the oxygen. There was 124 in here. So as long as it keeps going up, I actually have too many. Um, this catcher on the end is set up to catch anything, but I'm going to set it up to catch iron because I have such a need for iron right now. Um, I will build another one and do copper. Eventually, I will have conveyor belts on both sides, and they will go to two different mirrored factories. So everything I'm doing on this side, I can do it on this. That's when my base has more of a need for more stuff, for more water and for more power. And it will happen. Right now, I'm just continuing to make these gold because I want to get my station back up to 100% efficiency. And to do that without building power plants is to just keep building these. The reason I'm doing this all to show you, of course, is that I have only made one power plant. Like I said before, it's two networks. But I have what I started with and the basic things I need to make. And then I have the whole factory automation started over here. Just the beginning of it. And like I said, the whole thing I did with only one power plant. That's kind of the trick of getting started. Not fast. You don't start super fast because I've had to grind to do the mining, as you've seen. But I've been able to automate efficiently and quickly. I could have built drills. I could have done a lot more, but I didn't have to. Let's see where my gold is now. Put my more plates in. Or gold ingots. I guess I'm running out of gold at this point, and I can simply grind and mine some more because I'm right next to a planetoid. Guess what? That has gold. So all I have to do is build enough solar panels so that my base is self-sustaining, and that means I can move on and build mine robots. Um, I can build my factory. I can keep building floors. As long the first thing I should probably build is mining iron through the catchers, so I can just keep building catchers out into infinity. I can make 20 if I want to, as long as I simply keep the efficiency up with building these solar panels. I will get some more gold and get some more solar panels right now. Be back. Okay, so I've gotten a bunch of gold. I'm doing 50 at a time. There's still a bunch in there. Oh my gosh. It's slow to process the gold, but I'm getting there a little bit at a time. Actually, I just got 30 gold wires, so I will go back down and I will make some more solar panels right now. What we're doing is hopefully we're gonna get to a point where we don't have enough power right now for the system to be 100%. Um, but let's see. We are producing 32 and our network is only taking 19. So right now we're at 100% efficiency. That's probably where I wanted to be. It's basically self-sustaining. As long as I keep doing what I've been doing. My factory, of course, will be automated to make that twine, so that gold wire, so that I can just keep going, keep building this out and this out both. Um, my iron is going right now pretty well, and the next step is to basically prepare for people so that I can continue making science points. For the next science points, I will need the people to produce them. So I have to do the people if I want to keep progressing. So my steps though are gonna be trying to prepare to get rid of all this and build the factory, automate the gold. And the first thing I want to do is get rid of, because I'm gonna leave the laboratory here, but I want to be able to delete that block right underneath. And so the first things I need 24 science points, I guess. Um, So split this. 26 sounds good. I'll put 27 in there. Split that. I might as well put 55 in there. And that'll get me started. So that way I can delete this and run the wire down, and get rid of all this wire and all this circuits up here, and I can recycle it. I want to be able to recycle everything I've already made so that I don't lose any of the resources. This requires 3 gold ingots. I think I got 3 gold ingots because I have a lot. The recycler is pretty simple. It's it's powered and goes out. That's it. So what I'm going to do is just make it go um straight into my warehouse. So anything I recycle, um can't wire it to the bottom yet, but I will. I'll just make a hole through there so I can wire it eventually. So now it's powered and going into the warehouse. Anything I delete, these things are in that are already deleted. I would simply delete them and they will go right back into my warehouse. So now I can safely delete anything I want, and without fear of losing anything. It'll just go in there, refill the warehouse. What's it doing? It's making plates. So it's gonna make plates and more for me right now. There's simple. I think I have almost everything for what I need right now. I can make some more hydrogen. I have 12. I guess I should make some more before I lose that thing. Before I delete it. Because I'm probably gonna not build one. Put in 40. That's probably more than enough for right now anyway. Okay, so how many plates do I have? I have 85 plates. I can start my floor for the factory. It's probably 85 is not that much. It's not gonna go very far. I will do the factory in black floor. I can choose any floor I want, but that'll work for me. Delete these railings. Looks nicer. Uh, that one. Of course. Need. What's nice is you can push the middle mouse button and select exactly what is already there. So this white one, I want to continue the white one. I can just select it and continue it. So that corner that was there is gone, and it looks cleaner, of course. So you don't have to put a lot of work into making it look good. Um, so the first thing I need is a smelter. So I'm going to take everything off the conveyor belt. That's about right there. Sure. Doesn't really matter what it is, as long as you can work with it, as long as it works. And what I will do is I will feed it from here, and it will just simply go into this box. Maybe I have to move, but everything that's going into the box right now, I'll just redirect so it goes to the smelter. First things first though, I need to wire the smelter so it has power. And underneath. Easy. Later on, you can cover up these holes by just selecting what's next to it and making it so it looks cleaner like that. For this, I'll simply make a conveyor belt that comes out. Maybe I'll make it just turn to. And then I'll make a new box. I can make it actually go all the way into the warehouse. You know, I can fix that later, but I guess it's more convenient right now if I just make it go into the warehouse. So this will take take everything that's smelted and simply put it into the warehouse. Need more plates. I already ran out of iron. See how heavy iron this start it uses so much iron because you're trying to work around keeping this initial area clean of any work any any room. You're trying to keep all the room for the people. You are trying to build a floor everywhere else. Yeah, everything new that you make, you have to make a floor for it. So I know you initially start with this large flat area, but the goal is really to not start with a flat area. You immediately move off. All I need to do is set up a logic block. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm simply going to turn turn this. I can't highlight it. I want the thing under it, right there, and then I'll simply turn it this. So everything that's not ice or coal should go that way into the smelter. And this thing I can get rid of. I don't need it anymore. And so then I need logic block over here that push the new items into there. Easy. Right now I can filter it. I can choose what copper and iron, and then this one I can do gold, and I don't need anything else because those three things are all that's gonna come, and so it will automatically smelt it. So I have ingots and put them into here right away. It doesn't matter if this is in my inventory or in the warehouse. It's exactly the same thing. Bunch of this. It's still making hydrogen just so I have it. This is still producing all of this. The gold is still being processed through just manual because I still have power on this thing. But eventually, I don't need any of this because what I'm going to do is simply build those two things over here. So I won't need them at all. And I can build 17 conveyors. I need to get the ice and carbon over there or build more ice and carbon catchers over here. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't really have a need to. Eventually I will though. I'm going to keep building solar panels. Just keep expanding this as I need it. Right now I probably don't need it. Let's see what my production is. Why does it keep saying that? So I am making 41 and I only need 22. See that? So basically I can build my factory and I have twice as much power to use as I have built. And I only have one power plant. This power plant is probably stacking up with carbon. Look how much carbon is in here. I actually right now I can take all that carbon. It doesn't even need to produce power because my network is being supplied by the solar panels. This power plant is not even working, and so I don't even need to put anything in there. I can use all this carbon for making carbon fiber, making pipes, making everything else I need. So I have built enough solar panels that I probably don't even need all these factories anymore. Um, I'll just take all the ore, take all the gold. That whole mission is not really needed anymore because I have the power I need. So I can delete these things. That is so cool. I can also delete blocks. I remember I unlocked it. So I can simply, I think I can unlock these blocks now. Yeah, I can. So now I can wire the laboratory. Um, I can wire this thing, recycler. I don't have to have any of the mess up there where the people are gonna live. Wire, I have 100. Uh. It's long runs, but it's worth it because everything that is going to be on top of the initial place is gonna get deleted. In fact, I'm gonna delete it right now. I can delete everything. Um, you can swipe like whole entire things and just hit the delete. So it makes it easier to delete. Or you can hold control and right click. And that also deletes individual things. Don't need a smelter. Do I need a hydrogen maker? I have 50 hydrogen. I probably have enough. When you delete things, it it takes everything back into your inventory. So you don't have to worry about losing things. Um that's kind of a something I found out by accident. Um for all the, or else you're gonna break your water. There. So you can see now, you can see the method that I was actually trying. This is the point I was trying to get to almost the whole game so far. That um this is what I was going for. So now I have a clean place for my people to live, and you can tell that yeah, I've showed you everything I've done already. I have a pretty self-sustaining factory. Um I can just make it look better by putting those things in. I can start the factory now by just redoing everything I've already done. I just redo it. I now that I don't have to do oxygen or power or anything like that. Um, oh my gosh, look how much I have to recycle. I can recycle all this stuff. And early on in the game, it lets you have everything back. It's like 100% everything back. Um, Later on in the game, when you make pretty advanced stuff, it doesn't let you have everything. It's kind of sad, but that's just the way it is. Don't forget to continually make solar whenever you can, so you keep up with your power needs. And now I have 46 with a usage of 32. So everything is always going to run at 100% efficiency as long as I continually make solar panels. Where I need to make plates. I have plates there. I can make plates in my hand. That's pretty handy. So even without factories that make them, I have things that make them. I'm going to make 50 by hand. I'm just gonna keep. In fact, the first thing that I make, um, is going to make a floor, of course, but then I'm going to make a factory constructor or whatever. The first thing is to produce plates so I can continue making more. It's big though. It's really big. So I'm just gonna have to keep waiting for more plates, I think. I can make two right now. I can make another one. I'm out. So this is where it gets kind of slow. Constructor is what I'm going for. And you can see how big it is. So I need to make a new floor for it. Everything else is going good. I will eventually fix all this. Better distribution. Because I will need to send water and power from both sides, but also I will need to send everything else to both. Um, one factory will make whatever I need, and the other will do everything else I need. So I have two different options to continually automate. I can put 30 ingots in here. I'll just continually make science points now that everything is automated. And I will just continually get it. I will also put all my ore that I have now into my smelter. All my gold and everything. So this will be my primary smelter to just continually make everything that comes out of my catcher. So I can make 11. And then I'm out. But do I have enough room to make the constructor? That's the important. What is? So I think I'll put it right. Make it like that. And I need plates for. This is going to make even more plates. So I can make plates in my hand, but also I can make plates in this machine. So it will it will push ingots into this machine, and this machine will be recipe to make plates. I need to power it. So power it. I'm just gonna do it on the edge right now because it will be covered up. There'll be more floor, I'm sure. But this is just to get it going. Crap, I didn't mean. Oops. So now it's producing plates already. And I want the plates to go back into my warehouse because that's how I use them. Look at that. So now I'm making plates. I can actually go straight into, I can do this, and it will save room on the conveyor belt. Oops. Like there. There. Eventually, I can make a splitter right there because I will need ingots. I won't just need plates, but I'll need ingots too. I will need both of them. But for now, I'm making plates. That means that I can just continually make floors, and hopefully, I won't need to do anything manually. I can just keep going, and everything is making it for me. The gold, I think, for the solar panel is going to be because the power requirements for this factory are just going to keep rising. Right now it's at 36 and 46. You can see that it will just keep on rising. So I have 14 of those. Maybe I should make the gold go in there too. Oh, I'll make the gold ingots go in there. So it doesn't have iron ingots continually, but the more catchers I make, then the more iron and gold goes in there, more I can. So it's like a perpetual cycle of if you don't have enough of what you need at any point, you can just keep expanding your base. I need more. Building. I need like 4 more. So I guess I'll make them myself. Ironing it. So put in inventory and double up. So now the factory and myself are both making plates. This the way this way takes so much iron. I think it makes sense though. The world is made of iron, right? Iron another catcher. Do I have enough plates? 6 plates. There. I have another catcher making more stuff, and I'll just leave that one to catch everything. From now on, I'll probably just make more and more to catch everything. Um, have enough oxygen. I don't need to make more oxygen maker, but I will need to make more icebreaker, if that makes sense. This water will go down until I have none. Or this will run out of ice. And when that does not keep up with the production of anything that requires water, then I need to build more icebreaker. I've no shortage of ice, 64. So having more icebreakers, maybe a splitter to split up the stuff, um, so that it goes into different ones. It won't be hard at all. I'm just gonna delete this stuff, so continue. You can see what I'm doing is I'm just making it look decent. So it looks more seamless into my factories and I'll just keep where the people live white and I'll keep the factories black. I'll keep it simple. There's lots of textures and skins you can choose from. Every floor has you can make it look like anything. You can make your factory floor green if you want to. But it doesn't matter. I just I just put it up so it works. Um it's making gold plates. It's making what I need. Um, it's gonna continually make solar panels and floor, so I can just keep expanding this. Three of them. You can see how once you get to this point, sky's the because you don't really have to do anything manually. Uh, all you're doing from now on is automating more stuff. So you simply automate everything you need, and your warehouse doesn't have a limit on how much it can hold. So you can just keep on piling this. Um, I think that I'm going to end it there since I have what I want. Basically, have the infrastructure for what I want. I will simply keep expanding my factory with every device I need, and I will upgrade it, and I will also keep gathering everything I need in the warehouse. Um, I don't even need to upgrade sciences right now, but as I need sciences, I will simply make a conveyor belt that goes from the warehouse over here, and I will filter what I need, and everything I need will already be automated, so it will just go over there. Easy. Um, the islands I will connect to maybe four of them, and I will use blueprints to make miners, robot miners, and maybe drills. And I will show like basically the intermediate game how to get all the other resources like aluminum and uranium, all that stuff you will need to build more science points and get into the end game where you can finally get the end of the game achievement, and that's what I will show how to do. I think like less than 1% of people have actually ever got to that point. So this will be basically the full game. um Good luck, and I'll see you guys next time.